Hello guys, Talon here, and I decided to show off a little of what I built for the Kalos region. And yeah, let's get started. And ignore the TARDIS door there. Playing with a texture here with for the Iron Dragon Gaming. I'm with Bradley's playing with textures for the paintings, so ignore that. Anywho, yes, this, I'm in Minecraft 1.7.4, which is, I do believe, the current update right now, so, no mods whatsoever, so this is all done by hand by me, and, there is a description down in the description. I'll be leaving a link to the world download, so if you want to download it, feel free. And here we are in the player's room where you start for Pokemon X and Y in the Kalos region. Let's explore, shall we? As I stated, here's the bed. We have this table and, well, an approximation Minecraft version of the TV, since, well, that's kind of difficult to do, no mods whatsoever, so you don't really need to install anything, just sort of easy access. And yes, as stated, TARDIS door. It goes over the default painting of the person, so it sort of looks like a mirror, it should. Shelves, bookcases. Keep in mind, some of these are approximations. I can't exactly fit everything in. Plus, this area over here, I had to do a, I looked at the outside of the house first, and looked at it, and I'm going, okay, we don't have this wall at all to look at, so, yeah, I had to play around with that. So, downstairs I go. Paintings, and police box. No. Ignore. We have the kitchen, where your mother would normally be, because there's no custom NPCs on here at all. Or the Pixelmon mod. I don't have anything on there, but you can look in the games. Almost everything should be as close to it as I can get. And, ooh, look, we have, and it's raining outside. That would be Aqua Quarry town in the distance there, and Route 1 over there. And yes, we are in Vandyville town. And I decided to use that for the fridge. There's still a couple things I might end up touching up as I keep going. So if I go up here, how does that look? Yes, there's a ride-on missing down there, but besides that, it should pretty much look like your house. And we have Serena's house, and if you look inside, we also have Serena's room. There is a little bit difference in here. I had to move the window, because the window is right here, and it's on the other side of that wall is your player's mother's room. So yeah, we can't exactly have a perverted next door neighbor. So I sort of changed the window over this way, because yeah. And I do believe there's the same issue with Serena's room upstairs. There's a window on that side, and it's pressed in the... It's a little bit of a gaming design error, honestly. I was a little shocked when I noticed that, so I changed over. And we have the table, and everything else here. Oh, come on. Bad door. There we go. So yes, this is exactly where I had originally spawned in, and I've tried to set the spawn up so it's in the bed, which it may not do, but yes. We have Calem's house, which that's the default name for the male character, and we have Serena's house, the default name for the female rival, when you decide to play the male character. And oh my god, I love these flowers. We have new flowers for the 1.7.2 update, so I can actually make them match some of the flower pixels you see. And we have flower bushes, we have the torches here, or I do believe I have the particle effect down, don't I? Okay, ignore. Like the street lights, trees should be as accurate as possible, including this area. We can go over here. In this house we have the kitchen up there. I'm not exactly going to go inside to showcase it off. You guys can check that out if you wish. So, yes, we have this sign. It should be as exact a game as possible. At least I tried. I'm somewhat picky that way, don't mind me. You know what? Rain's bothering me. Yes, I'm just going to fix that. Rain's bugging me. Sorry. Okie dokie. Shall we head to Route 1? Here we go. Route 1, Vanderbilt Pathway. And I've designed it so you should be able to actually get around without actually needing to jump on anything. So, yes, we got the route. I didn't really bother too much with the hills on the sides here because, well, that was a little bit extra. May I point out that you should notice this isn't entirely perfect over here. There used to be quite the mountain. It was about this high, maybe a little bit higher, right above this house. And I had to demolish it all by hand. No world edit whatsoever. Not easy, but something I felt I could be patient about. So here we go. Aqua Quarry time. We have the back, and here, I suppose if you really wanted to access that, you could. Ordinarily, the trainer can't, but I didn't want to make everything 2 blocks high to prevent you from jumping in there and whatnot. So, yeah. Let's get a game view of this area. How does that look for... Should be accurate. The only thing missing are the trainers and whatnot. And, well, I had absolutely no view of this side of the building, so I had to try and work it out from use creativity and whatnot, and I decided to put an iron door here because you're not really supposed to be able to access that building. There's no way to get in. And then besides, there's just quartz and glowstone on the other side of that. And we get to the rest of this town here. Aqua Quarry Town, water and civilization in harmony. That's exactly what the sign says. We have the little fountain, which I had a little issue working with. See, I could either make everything really big and lots of detail, or I could try and make things a little bit more closer to the actual size that they seem to be. So, yes, I decided to go for a little bit more realistic for scale and size and whatnot, because you can go way overboard, huge, giant even. I don't know if any of you have seen the anybody do any of the dropper worlds where you can drop into this big, huge bathroom or some like huge kitchen and all those. No, I'm a little bit more practical. So yes, we have the bookshelves in the wall because I could actually double up this wall and actually stick them in there. I couldn't really do it on this side unless we wanted bookshelves like sticking out outside the wall, and I didn't want to do that, and it just seemed a little bit too cluttered if I put them out in front here, so I decided just to have it on one side. And actually the first time I played the game I didn't know you could actually come in this side of the building. Which I put a sign up to say potions because, well... And I didn't realize for some reason picture frames didn't really seem to cross my mind until later on. So yeah, we have the healing center, which normally you'd see bookshelves of the bookshelves, well, merchandise shelves over here, but I had to put them over here to make it a little bit more realistic because, yeah, cluttered again, as explained. And this one is a little bit bigger because I actually had more room in here which is funny thing about buildings in here. Games often like to use this TARDIS effect where you go in and everything is like bigger on the inside, or it doesn't quite match up to how it looks on the outside. So I'm trying to go realistically. And yes, we have some snowballs here. That's because the Pokeballs, there isn't really anything in the Minecraft items to do that for the vanilla Minecraft. So no mods, again, like I stated. I mean, I could easily just take the Pixelmon mod and try and put in those, but this is 1.7.4, so I don't think there's really very many mods for that just yet. But yes, here we have the Aqua Quarry Town Bridge, which took me a little while because this river over here, which is actually a natural river, went that way and then sort of cut across diagonally in the direction I'm facing. I had to level forest and actually replace forest. I had to cover up water areas and everything for this. And at the end of the first part, there's a sign here saying under construction, and none of this had been built. Almost everything from here on was ocean biome, which just means I had to really cover it up. And the river was part in here as well, so I had to all those trees replaced by me and bone mealed up to grow. Now from here I actually started counting spaces, so the grass is exact number of spaces across and up, although when you place grass it doesn't go exactly on the right spot. But yeah, you should see everything from the flowers and bushes and trees and whatnot should be as close as possible, as close as I could possibly get it within Minecraft's world. And we have here, Route 2 Advanced Trail. Let's hope no Pokemon pop out. There shouldn't be. There's no mod on here. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, Santaloon Forest. And from about this point where the sign is, up to about here, I had to add in myself because there was a transition, sort of like a warp gate between there. Santaloon Forest is on its own map. But yes, how does this look for Santaloon Forest? Pretty cool, huh? And it's all in 3D. And as you can see, there's the old oak trees, so I decided to use those. And we have the stump and everything heading along this way. I couldn't quite get the grass in here with the gravel, so I just decided to go all gravel. And yeah, I had an issue last time when I was showing Bradley how to do what I had done here. There was an issue with the blocks missing, and Enderman had decided to take a couple things. I'd forgotten to put it back on peaceful. So yeah, we have all this, and the reason the ocean over here hasn't been touched is because we have Route 22 up ahead, which I haven't done yet, and I'm gonna put that all together once I finish Route 22 and possible cities over there, because there's yes, it goes that way. Anyways, over here you'll know that in the game there's an item down here, so I put redstone here, which there's a redstone torch underneath it, so it makes it sort of glow particles, which apparently my particles are off for some reason. I'll get to that later. Continuing on, we have from about this point here is where you actually hit the warp to go onto Route 3, but you can see a little bit more of it, so I had to get creative again, put it up this way, and I decided to put it up one because the ocean is there, and I know in Route 22 there is a waterfall, and I'm not entirely certain how I'm going to be able to work with that. So yeah, we have our first actual pond that we can fish and surf on. And yes, Route 3. And same reason over here, Route 22 is going to be over in that direction, so I'm just leaving it blank for now. Yeah, bushes, trees, grass, signs, everything should be as close as I can get it. And because it actually says thistle bush, yeah, thistle bush in the prickle bush sort of thing in the actual X and Y game, you can't really get past it, so I decided to put a cactus there. Unfortunately, it won't stay there if it has dirt on either side of these, but yeah, I figured it might as well put it there. We still have some trees up over here which I haven't put in, again for another reason that's oh, that looked like a snow golem for a second. That's my gym. I'm working on that. I had to remove a lot of water, as you can see down there. Anyways, there's trees here, but I haven't put them in yet because of Route 22 again. Back to here, I decided to do ledges like this because in this world you don't even have to jump once. You can just up and over the ledge we go, up and over. I don't know if there's like a way to disable jumping at all. If I were to make this into an adventure map, I probably would disable jumping because you don't. I tried to make everything because the game, when you play X and Y, you don't jump at all. Well, except for the ledges, but yes, that's still wee bump like that. Anyways, this entire field you see out here was all water. I covered that entire field in. From this patch of water over here, all the way to the wall. That was all water. And Santaloon City is built completely on ocean as well. So, yeah. Now, the major difference you'll notice here is the Pokemon Center has been moved over because the inside, again, is huge compared to the outside. And I'm going for realism rather than... yeah, I prefer not to make people have to warp everywhere with commands and whatnot. Not really good at that, so I decided to try building it like this. So I've also managed some redstone. Vroom. It opens. Wee. Also, go to the counter and ding, 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 ding. Your Pokemon have been healed. Yes. Ignore that sign. Yeah, Bradley and I met with the, we were builders for Challenge Accepted, so, yeah, this is sort of a manipulation off of their, off of the texture pack they'd manipulated, so, yeah. I really should put something there for the cash register. I'm not quite sure what to put there just yet. Maybe like a picture frame and a, pressure plate, maybe make it look like a laptop a little bit, but here's the Pokemon Center. Nifty, don't you think? And yes, we have trees over here, we have the... this would happen to be the nether brick texture, which in here looks absolutely awesome. Let's go back outside, explore the rest of Santaloon City. We have some houses, which I'm not going to go into, but same TARDIS effect thing going on there. I had to stretch some of them, I had to, yeah. So the signs here, this shop was irritating because, as you know, inside it's elongated, and it stretched the wrong way from this one. So instead, I decided to just make it a little bit longer the way the building is shaped on the outside, and yes, because this would be a dressing room where you'd go in. There's some display cases here. Some of it you have to use your imagination for, but yes, we have clothing and whatnot. I may put some more in later. And we have the Roselia Fountain, which I'm absolutely really happy with. These, yeah, you can't get inside them, so again, iron doors. We have the signs in front. How do you like my gym? Yeah, I'm not gonna let you see the inside of that just yet, because I'm still working on the inside, like underneath. So, yeah, because this is part 2 actually doesn't have anything down there just yet, but yes, from part 2 I've done quite a bit more demolishing, so that's different. And we have this house over here. And there should probably be some more trees down here, which I can see in the game, but I haven't exactly put them in yet. But yeah, that should just about conclude our tour. So yes, again, if you want to see what's, if you want to check this out yourself, feel free. I'll leave a link to my link to the world where you can actually download it yourself and check it out in the description down below. So feel free to check that out, and I'll see you next time I decide to post. Hopefully I'll have some more done. I think, yeah, Lumio City will be in probably number 4. That will be the only update because it's huge. But I intend to have the gym done and Route 4 and Route 22 done for the update 3. So, see you later. Bye, guys. And yeah, if you insist, I'll be back.